Alright, I'm pretty much done with Screw Attack at this point in time. They lost me at this point when it comes to the Toph versus Gaara fight. That fight was really poorly done on their part. This is one of the worst battles I've actually probably seen of them. And it just doesn't make sense. I don't know what happened. And I'm just gonna do this quick. Let's just do this quick. There's a couple of things that they kind of like neglected, and they even stated it within the video itself when it comes to information based off of Gaara. They gave Toph everything that she needed to have. They combined the kid Toph and the old Toph and all that. All the information they combined and gave Toph all of that. But for Gaara, for some reason, they took away the Shikaku. And I feel like the reason they did that is because if he had the Shikaku, there's no way Toph can even defeat Gaara at that point in time. There's just no way. There really isn't no way. So that's why they had to probably take that out. And normally they don't do that. Screw Attack normally almost always gives the respective characters everything they have in the respective series, and then they combine all that and they fight against each other and see who wins. That's what they normally do. Like with the Superman versus Goku battle, they gave Goku pretty much everything, even his power pole that he never uses when he's older. But they gave him that anyways because that could assist him in actually doing some damage to Superman. But at the end of the day, honestly, they weren't wrong on the Superman versus Goku battle. I'm not complaining about that one because Superman almost all the time, 100% of the time, Superman gonna win. Superman's gonna defeat Goku. There's no way Goku could defeat someone as powerful as Superman. Superman is in the god tier level within his respective series and in his respective universe. There is just no way he can actually defeat freaking Superman. I don't know why people even complain about that. There was just no way. I hate that battle when they do that anyways. Oh, freaking Goku can take on everybody. Nope. No, we cannot take any of that. No, these guys are freaking OP in Marvel and DC. You don't really want to do all that. So that battle was a no-brainer in my opinion. So I wasn't even complaining about that. And when it comes to the Majin Buu versus Kirby battle, I'm not really complaining too much on that one that they did. Only for the fact that it's more so a 50-50 battle when it comes to those two because Kirby, he can win and only win if he were to use his anti-evil weapons and to face off against freaking Majin Buu, because Majin Buu is evil. If you use anti-evil weapons, that would actually do significant damage and maybe even disintegrate and kill him. That can actually be something that can actually defeat Majin Buu. But Majin Buu can actually defeat Kirby by simply just absorbing him. That's really all they have to do. So it's more so a 50-50 battle, and it depends on who will figure out what first, because both characters aren't really smart like that, is the funny thing is. So it's all depends on who's gonna figure out what first. So in order to win, basically. So that's why I say that's more so a 50-50 battle right there. So I don't really have no complaints too much on that. But like I said, when it comes to this battle here, though, it's just like they didn't give everything Gaara had. It's like it didn't make any sense. They took away the Shikaku. That was the first thing they did wrong. They even stated within the information in said video that this crap, his freaking sand moves at the speed of sound or something like that. If I remember, the crap is quick. Toph, if I remember, she's like human. She moves at a human's pace. You know, like she's not a quick character, to say the least. And there's just no way that she, even with her reaction time and she can see everything, she can dodge all of his attacks. All of his attacks. Not to mention Gaara's range of attacks is quite interesting as well. And the scope of his abilities is quite interesting. Like, he can make mounds of sand. Like, I'm not exactly sure the math exactly how much it is and everything, but it's a lot more than Toph can actually handle. Because Toph can't even make that magnitude of like rocks and sand and all that go around her and everything. She's limited on that, honestly. Not to mention, they seem to think like it didn't make sense. Like, she somehow was able to get out of the freaking sand barrel and the sand coffin. Yeah, she had like a little bit of protection here and there, but how could she even bend when she's in said dirt? When he's pressing down on you, crushing you. I mean, when you're in sand, if you were to bury yourself, for instance, are you even able to move your arms and legs at all? No, not really. Is Toph a mind bender? No, she's not. That's actually the only thing that she isn't. She isn't a mind bender. She's not like Boomy. Boomy can actually bend without using his arms or legs or anything of the sort. If you remember in I think it was in C2 or something like that. He was freaking captured inside his little cell thing. Like, he just stuck. You know, he couldn't do anything, but he was still able to actually bend. And freaking Yang was like, you can bend this whole time, so you can get yourself out this entire time. And he's like, nah, there's a time and place for everything. So that's why he didn't want to get out just yet. But when he did come out, he was a beast and took over his own place, the whole thing. So whole point is, Toph is the greatest bender of all time, but that's the only thing she actually doesn't have. So I was like, how the heck did she even get out of that? Like, it didn't make any sense. Honestly, if he were to get sand barreled or sand coffin, there's no way of her getting out if she were to get grabbed. So that right there would have killed her. I don't know how she got out, but whatever. They just let that happen. But like I said, then the speed of it is the whole thing, and she's not fast enough to dodge all of that. So she would still probably get captured on that basis as well. And it's just like they also didn't take an effect when it comes to Gaara Sand. It's like they knew the ability that it always protects him and everything, but they didn't give him that ability when the fight was happening. It's like it's supposed to always protect him whenever what's going on. Yeah, she can actually probably control it and everything like that, but there's so much more sand and he's still gonna be protected. Not to mention one thing they also neglected to even do is to use Gaara's intelligence in this battle as well. Gaara's a very strategic fighter. He's not like this brute force character because like in the fight he's just like you're on my territory and just started going ham, trying to go ham on her. I'm like that's not him. He's very strategic. He'll figure out a way to try to defeat you. You know, he's not just going in there brute force or anything like that. The only time he ever goes brute force is when he loses that chakra, and that's when the Shikaku comes in and Shikaku starts taking over. Become half Shikaku, half Gaara, and if he becomes that, it's over. If he becomes that, it's over. There's no way Toph can mess with that. So it's like I said, they just didn't incorporate all the abilities he had. They had to nerf him just so Toph can actually win. So like I said, that I don't know what they're doing. They need to really evaluate this battle honestly and be more fair to it because at the end of the day, Gaara wins more times than Toph. There's like a 90-10% on that. 90% of times I believe Gaara would actually win. There is a 10% chance Toph could actually beat Gaara, but it's not likely that Toph would actually beat Gaara given everything that he has. And like I said, one more thing too, Gaara is a freaking ninja. He has substitution. He has clones. He has all other array of abilities that again were neglected in this battle. So, like I said, it's just I don't understand what Screw Attack is doing here. I don't know if there's real like a bias or they don't like anime characters, so they got to make sure they lose all the time, or like I said, it's probably some kind of like marketing kind of strategy thing where a lot of anime fans want to see anime characters face off against other people in universes and stuff like that. So that's like their catch. They catch us, you know? They freaking playing ball and everything. We're always catching the ball when they throw it, you know? And we get mad and when we see them all like the anime characters always lose. But like I said, it's just this particular battle, honestly, I can see why people are upset. When it comes to Superman versus Goku, people shouldn't have been upset about that. When it comes to Curry versus Majin Buu, they should have made that more so a draw than anything else. But I'm not mad about that. But this one is actually something that they really messed up on, and they're just losing me as a person that's really watching these kind of versus battles because they don't know. I feel like they don't know what they're talking about sometimes. And like I said, it's like they neglect the information they even said in the video. And like I said, I'm running on at this point. It's bad. It's bad. They need to do better than this. So I'm curious, what you guys think about this battle here? I personally didn't like it at all. They need to reevaluate it, but tell me what you think in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel for some more discussions from me. See you guys from the Thabreakmaster, and until then, people, break out.